Nini Kama Wen on Anita Fake Friend by Diaso Ramu and Unspoken Salaton. And on to the time, it's 2 minutes to 6:30. That is 28 minutes past 6 p.m. And karibuni sana to Baze Radio. My name is Atieno, your host every weekday evening from 6 p.m. to 9 on the 6 to 9 with Atieno once again right here on Baze Radio. And today we are doing things a little bit differently. So Mtuwi Radhi, we are getting juicy and saucy with Djames, who's already in the studio with us as we speak. And if you don't know who he is, please rush to YouTube because don't piss me off. He's like the best DJ that I know. And I feel like my dreams have come true, honestly, because I love your mix to death.
Thank you.
I think there's one you did at Obi House.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I ran mad. I haven't told the guy I ran mad. Now, you are a multi-award-winning international DJ. Mm-hmm. Aside from that, you're a producer, curator, and a music editor based in London. Oof, I bet your CV is full.
Yeah.
Because of all that.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So I'd love to know about your creative process slightly before we get into you joining. Or let's start off from the beginning. How did you know you can DJ?
I didn't. I was bad when I started. So, but I've been DJing for 18 years now, so it's been a long journey to get here, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, I was terrible when I started. I was just playing all kinds of music. I was just trying to figure everything out. I was playing for student crowds, and it wasn't what I'm doing today, where I get to play the music I love every night. So
yeah. So let's learn about your creative process slightly, because people are calling you, or we call you, the king of blends.
Yeah.
And since I'm a lover of your mix, I know exactly what they are meaning by king of blends. So I'll just love to know your creative process. How do you approach creating a blend of or remix that resonates with diverse audiences?
I create what I like and what I think sounds good, and unfortunately people like it. I don't really set out to try and do stuff to please the audience or reverse engineer or anything like that, but I basically try to take a song and put it into a different space. So if it's an Afropiano song, I try to flip it into Afropop or vice versa. So it came from when I was doing open format sets and I was playing a lot of hip hop, and I wanted to try and get Afro beats and dancehall into my sets, so I had to make these blends to try and keep the owner of the club happy, but also myself. Yeah. So that's where it came from, and I kind of just got a better ear for it over the years, I guess.
And people loved it. People just loved what you love. Mm-hmm. Okay. So how do you stay updated with basically evolving music trends while maintaining your unique sound?
I wouldn't say it's fun. I have like a whole spreadsheet of blogs to check, charts, people I follow on Instagram, YouTube, everything. I'm just around the clock just trying to tap in, because obviously I'm based in the UK, so I'm not seeing what's happening on the ground. So that's how I do it, really, just the internet, basically.
Interesting. So we're going to play a song in the next few minutes, but I'd love to know about it. So it's featuring Crayon and it's called Avale.
Avale, yeah, short for available. So
okay.
Avale.
Talk to us about it.
Crayon's my brother. He's just been so supportive. Even before I started producing, we've been good friends. Out of all the Nigerian artists, really, I'm really close with him. So when it came to putting an EP together, I just knew I had to have him on the project. Yeah. I sent him a couple of beats, and he sent me a song back right away. And I was like, bro, please, can I have this one for my EP? He's like, yep, sure, no problem. And it's great, because that's what the song's about. It's about being available. To someone, and that's exactly what he is. So Avale.
Djames featuring Crayon with Avale. Enjoy. Modoni, the drama queen, featuring Flex Fab with RJ, and it's 37 minutes past 6 p.m. Karibuni sana to Baze Radio. My name is Atieno, your host every weekday evening from 6 p.m. to 9 on the 6 to 9 with Atieno, and today we'll be getting juicy and saucy with the Djames. Now, if you don't know who he is, I already told you, don't piss me off a couple of minutes ago. Just go Google him, please. And if you find his mix are not good, ask me for money. I'll gladly send it over to you, gladly. Now, this is your second time coming to Kenya.
Yes,
Karibu. What? Karibu. Say asante. Say asante.
Asante.
Asante means thank you. Karibu means welcome. Okay. So that's how we say it. But if you go to places like the ghetto, we say Rada. Then you'll say Safi. Rada.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'll be doing that.
No, just in case you meet them on the road.
Step by step.
Yeah, you just say Rada, they'll tell you Safi. Okay, and you just walk, don't look back. They will steal everything. So this is your second time coming to Kenya. Once again, Karibu. I'd love to know how your first experience was.
Honestly, it was quite fast because it was part of my Africa tour.
Yeah.
So we did Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda back to back in 3 days. So it was kind of like airport club. That was it. I didn't really get to experience much of Nairobi. So that's the plan this time. I'm here for 5 days. I want to go to, the giraffe center and the national park and go and do all the tourist stuff, see the city, ride the matatu, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I haven't really got to experience it much yet, to be honest, apart from the clubs.
There's a lot of things you can experience, especially the food that I told you of.
Yeah.
You can go get the food, you can experience the matatu culture, you can go to the ghetto as well, as I've told you.
We'll see.
It's a tour, right? So just tour everywhere, just in case. Now, this is your last African tour, according to what I was told, right? Why so?
Yeah. My last one?
Yeah, I was told it's your last African tour. I don't know whether they told me the correct thing. It's not your last one?
Maybe they meant on my last tour I came here, but no, this is not my last one. I'm just getting started. Yeah.
Thank you, preach. Which clubs are you going to over the weekend?
I believe I'm at Oyster Bay tonight. So we have like a more of a chill Valentine's kind of vibe, I think. And then tomorrow, Gemini, I believe, is the final spot. Yeah.
And on Sunday, there's nowhere else?
No, Sunday, I think it's just, tourist stuff, matatu and all that stuff, yeah.
1824.
Is someone taking me somewhere?
Yeah, he needs to take you to 1824 or Ibiza or Milan. Either of those 3 places.
Okay.
Yeah, please, I'll attend, please. Now, I had mentioned that you have done multiple collaborations with different artists. We have Drake, we have Burna Boy, we have Ashake, Chris Brown, and Stefflon Didan. So I'd love to know, basically, how did you get into that?
So those are a combination. Some are DJing, some are producing. So, for the Drake one was 2014. I think that's a long time ago when him and The Weeknd toured the UK. So I opened for their arena tour. I've done a lot of that kind of thing over the years for a lot of different artists. Tour DJ for people like Adekunle Gold and Vic Tony. But yeah, on the production side, I'm really just getting started. So I had a song with Stefflon Don and Vic Tony last year. I put out my EP. So yeah, I've been really fortunate. I've worked with a lot of big people. I think I've DJed for everybody at this point. I think like David Burna, Wiz, everyone in the Nigerian scene. So yeah, now it's time to start with the East African artists, I guess.
And I think you need a Nigerian name at this point.
Yeah, they tried to give me a few different. They're always arguing online about what to call me.
So when we come back, I'd love to know basically what have you learned from just working with these top artists, right? Because there's something you've definitely learned from them. So I'd love for you to share with us what you've learned.
Sure.
Okay. With that being said, The Best Thing by Djames once again, featuring Showday.
That's right.
Enjoy. That is Kodong Clan with a new banger disco. And Kodong Clan consists of Okello Max, Costa Ojwang, Watendawili, that is Israel Onyanch and Uwaya Tajiri, and Ben Soul, and also Charisma as well, allegedly. And it's exactly 8 minutes to 7 p.m. And in the studio with me once again tonight, we are getting juicier and saucier with Djames. And before that short musical break, I'd love to know what have you learned from working with top big artists?
Whenever I'm with them, I try to pick their brain about how it is to sort of tour, because that's a whole thing I'm learning about now, being on the road a lot and stuff like that. You just pick up little things from the creative process from all of them, really, how to deal with the social media aspect that comes with it. They've all taught me little things along the way.
Yeah. Okay, that's quite interesting. Now let's talk about different cultures. Since you travel, right now you're in Kenya, you've been to Nigeria as well. You want to go to Tanzania as well. So I'd love to know, how do different cultures and audience influence, number one, the way you think, and number two, the way you curate your sets?
So I'm fortunate now that I'm kind of getting booked for what I'm known for online. So there's a certain group of people that want to come and see those famous blends that I've done on Culture FM or on TikTok or whatever. So I have to cater to that audience, but I also like to try and do as much new stuff as possible. But a lot of the time it's kind of dependent on the DJ before me, how they've set the vibe. Because sometimes, like for example in Uganda, I had a whole set planned. I get to the club, the guy before me is playing the heaviest amapiano, like all the big songs and like the darkest. And so if I went on and started playing Afro pop, it would have felt like really flat. So I'm literally in the booth, everyone's drinking, and I'm there with my laptop like changing my entire set 5 minutes before I go on. So you kind of just have to be prepared for everything. You can't really, curate a perfect set and go out and play it, because there's so many things going on in these clubs,
Interesting. Now let's talk about that, because that was literally my next question about overcoming creative blocks when, working on new mixes, or the way you've said going to Uganda and somebody played heavy amapiano. So how do you overcome that creative block?
I think if you're having a problem with something like that, it's just because you're not prepared. And I never really feel like I'm not prepared. I've been doing this for so long. I have so much music.
Yeah.
If someone plays an hour of stuff, there's still millions of records for me to play. It might not be ideal because sometimes they might take away that mix that someone came to see me do, and I can't do it anymore because I really don't like repeating songs 20 minutes after it just happened as well.
Interesting.
So yeah, it's just really being prepared and just having a big library, I guess.
Yeah. What? I feel like you're answering the questions that I had beforehand.
Sorry.
So it's really, really interesting because I wanted to know how extensive your music library is.
I'm segueing into your question with that name.
But you've already answered it, so I'd love to know, have you ever been inspired by like non-musical elements before coming up with a mix or creating a mix? Something like probably nature, just observing someone and what they like, or a movie?
Yeah, when I did Red Bull 3 style, that's the competition. You're constantly looking for like things in films that you can take, like little quotes that you can use to like diss your opponents. So yeah, I've had whole mixed concepts come from that, where I'll take like a quote from something. For example, Kanye, I know he's obviously not the best person right now, but years and years ago, before when it was okay, he just had this quote where he said, "Dopeness is what I like the most," and I basically created a whole mix called Dopeness, and it was just based around music that I really liked, and it was really technical. So yeah, it can come from anywhere, really.
You're creative. Now, King Madi featuring DJ Djames with Love Me. Let me know. Talk to me about this collaboration for a few seconds before we play it.
Yeah, she was basically the one to watch the year that I went to Nigeria, and I knew I had to work with her, so I went there. I hunted her down at an event, got in the studio, made the song in like a couple of hours, and
we have a love.
And here it is, DJ Djames and King Madi, Love Me.
Exactly. Matata watenda wili with inakubalika, and it's 4 minutes past 7 p.m. You know what? Inafai kubalike, gigi ya kesho, right? And I have DJ Djames in the building with us, and tomorrow he will be performing at an event courtesy of Martel, and I just want him to tell us more information about it as we wind up. So the information about tomorrow's event.
Oh, please, you're the one that has it there. Please.
So it will be happening at Junction Mall.
That's right. You know better than me.
Yeah. So it will be happening once again at Junction Mall. You guys know where it is, and it's a brunch experience courtesy of Mattel. It will start at noon up until 11, and it's all white.
All white.
I don't have all white, but I'm coming. You're white, so white.
That's it.
Exactly, he's white. So why am I wearing white? So DJ Djames is the headliner over there. We also have Chronix, Shema, Incredible, CNG the DJ Dream, Mr. C. I'm coming. This lineup. Mr. C, Vani, Ite, and Sultan, and tickets are going for only 3,500 shillings. Now, you see that amount of money that you wanted to get your boyfriend a gift, and you guys ended up having an argument. Pay for it for tomorrow's event, because you can see your boyfriend on Sunday, you can see your boyfriend later on after DJ Djames has performed, but you'll never see DJ Djames again. So this is a one-life opportunity. Take it, because I am taking it. Trust me. So any last words for anybody who's listening and wants to be a DJ and wants to be the king of blends, the same way you are?
Just start. Everyone always asks me where to learn. You just have to just start and try and find your own sound. It's just practice. I was just putting in 10 hours a day for years without ever thinking it could become a career like this. So if you really love music, then you just have to just go for it. Put in the hours in the evenings after your job, whatever you have to do.
Yeah.
And everything you need is online now. If you just go on YouTube and search tutorials, that stuff wasn't around when I started. So
yeah, true.
It's all there for you.
Okay, so where can we get your mixes from if somebody doesn't know anything about you but they want to listen to your mixes first?
So it's Djames Kick It on every platform. So if you go onto my Instagram, my TikTok, you can find links to all of my different audio platforms. So I have mixed on Apple Music. I just put a new one out, the official Africa Now mix. I just dropped with them. Audio Mac, SoundCloud, Mixcloud, YouTube. It's Djames Kick It everywhere. Okay,
guys, go to YouTube tonight, please. These are really dope DJs. I'm fangirling so bad. I'm such a fan. But thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. And I'll see you tomorrow. If I see you tomorrow, then you act like you've not seen me, I'll be disappointed.
Oh, come on.
We're already friends. I got you.
Covered.
With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, Shako by Djames featuring Wada Banton. And it's exactly 6 minutes past 7 p.m.
This is Baze Radio.
We are 254 to the core.